Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're gonna make another fairy house, but with a twist. So maybe you remember this little cute couple from the last episode. So I want to give them a nest because they are a couple. Maybe they want to lay some eggs and therefore they need a nest. So I thought about making a nest for them, but also a fairy house. So my imagination is like this gonna be like the top of a mountain, a rocky mountain. I know that owls don't live in mountains, right? That will be eagles, but I don't know. First, I thought about a mushroom, but it would look dumb. Like if a nest is on top of a mushroom, like an owl nest, it doesn't make sense, I think. So, like, I don't know, like a rocky situation. And then the naughty fairies decided that they want to put their house in that little rock, even though on top is the owl nest. Something like that. Okay, I have this little wood slice which got some decoloration. I don't know how that happened. I'm just gonna use it and you will not see it anyway. And oh yeah, the reason why I'm using this glass because it got this crack here. So I don't think I can use this glass anymore, but I can use it for a fairy house. First I'm gonna use aluminum foil to make kinda the rocky situation. And then I'm gonna cover that up using the clay. So I mixed up this like white, gray, black mixture to make it like more rocky like looking, I guess. So here I'm attaching the aluminum foil rocks using my hot glue, and then I'm attaching the glass to the wood slice using hot glue as well, and then I'm covering up the whole piece using this marbled gray colored clay to make the rock look, and then I'm cutting windows in it and making the door using brown clay, just shaping it like that into the door shape, cutting it out and making the door frame using the same clay as well. Now I'm just adding some wood texture using my clay tool, very simple, just making lines into it and it looks more like wood. I'm using different tools just to achieve different deepness of lines here. Now using another clay tool that I made by myself using silicone, I'm making the rock texture so it looks not just plain, it has some texture. And now I'm just making the nest using aluminum foil again, attaching it using hot glue gun and then covering it up using my brown clay like so, just for the base. And yeah, so you don't see the aluminum foil peeking through or even the glass. And then I'm making very little tiny rolls to make sticks and branches that I'm gonna attach to the nest shape so it looks more detailed and more realistic. Now I'm making 3 little gold eggs using aluminum foil and covering them using this gold brownish clay color, yellow actually. So because we want the nest to have eggs, right? And then I'm mixing another batch of marbled gray clay to make more rocks, and I use aluminum foil for the rocks and just covering them with the clay because I'm not quite happy with the shape of the rock house, and I'm gonna add more rocks to make it into the shape I want. Now I'm using a mixture of green colored clay and adding it in front of the door and everywhere basically to create grass look and moss. For the grass I'm using this X-Acto knife to drag the strings so it looks more grassy, and for the moss I'm just detailing it using my clay tools. Okay, so this fairy house plus nest is half through dried, so the surface is all dried. You can still have some squishy parts in the middle, but this condition is already good to paint on them. So that's what I'm gonna do, because after painting I'm gonna add more details using clay, and then they still have to dry so they can all dry together, if that makes sense to you. So first we have our eggs, and the reason why I made the eggs this color is because I wanted to paint them gold. So as you can see, very similar colors, so you don't need too much layers, just to try to give it more coverage, because the base color is already almost a gold color but just not shiny. One egg. And the reason why I make gold eggs, because that are extraordinary owls. They are not usual owls, they're like pretty jewelry owls, so they have golden eggs. So as you can see, there's a lot of aluminum foil peeking through the rocks, and I kind of like it, but still I think I have to kind of cover it up because it looks like too aluminum foilish. So I'm just gonna hide it a little bit, so it's not that obvious that we have aluminum foil underneath it. Now I have made this little leaves using this mold. This mold I made by myself. It's on my channel, so you can see the tutorial. You can go to the playlist tutorials and then see many things that I did before, such as the mold or just kind of clay tools. Very useful. I always use them. Or yeah, many different kinds of clay, those kind of things. So I want to add some leaves here. I don't know why, but I'm somehow thinking that the nest has some leaves. Maybe they should have been brown, just to add some more detail and interest in here. I have made this little mushrooms, very easy, just like little stamp, and then this little cup. I use this tool just to make the hole in there, and then I just let them dry for a bit. They're not fully dried yet, but I need the dryness to be able to stick the stems in there without being, you know, weaky and falling down. So now I can stick them in here just like this. Very good. So this is the final piece. As you can see, I did some little detailings, like adding this gold here and then adding some washes to the mushrooms and to the grass, but only that actually. Oh yeah, and then adding some brown washes to the leaves because I want to desaturate them so that they're not as green, just because they should be older if they're not on the tree anymore. So maybe they have been getting old, you know, by time. So yeah, this is the final result. Gonna give you a little turn around. Here are the windows. And I really like it. I like how it turned out. I like that I decided to add these details. More fairy housey, even though it's a fully rock and I don't have to add like mushrooms, like toadstools all over the house. And I actually wanted to add some speckles on these eggs, but then I thought they just look so cool already with the gold color, so I just let it be like this. So this is their place, and yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Old's nest. This is their little nesty, their little house. And I think they like it. I think they appreciate what I've done for them. So I hope you liked it as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Bye.